No pukesters helping me to the left, and no pukesters helping me to the right. Didn't need them then, don't need them now.
You are the ex-champion, Holland.
Now this is the way, Tony and David, that you do the figure four leg lock. Coming at you live from Cousin Tyrone's basement.
Here in King Gunther's guest room. The internet's mad. Internet's mad that he unmasked Dragon Lee, but when you stick your nose in the king's business, you better be prepared for repercussions, and that's what happened. So
I thought you when you said the internet's mad, I thought you were talking about like your literal internet. And I was like, oh no, here we go again.
Oh, start the show with this bull crap. Yeah. No. The socials, the folks, but it is what it is. A lot of people are mad that Dragon Lee was screenshotted. It's like, well, what are you going to, it's not Gunther's fault. It's, and obviously WWE, I mean, Dragon Lee had to be somewhat cool with it to do it. So it is what it is.
Unless he wasn't. And
Very well could be.
All off the cuff. Gunther is that old shoot kind of wrestler.
Mm-hmm.
So
we'll just talk about this right now, my king. I am worried though that this is leading to are we just going to have another match with Dragon Lee, or is this ultimately leading to Ray for some reason and Gunther at Mania? Is that what I want? I don't know.
No, I think things are about to open up. I think we get Cody and Drew tonight. I do think that Cody's going to win that belt tonight.
I do too.
And that frees up McIntyre. I don't know if you do. I
think you do Jacob. I think you do Jacob Drew.
Yeah. But going back to your point with Gunther, is it Damian Priest? Like, who are some of the guys that you would like to see a feud with Gunther? I think they're all on SmackDown.
a lot of SmackDown. I don't know why. Like, maybe it's a holdover because maybe Punk retains the title at Mania, and we'll also, get into all of that. And then it becomes a Punk Gunther thing because it just doesn't feel like Roman is full-time or going to be full-time ever again. So maybe that's what it is. Maybe Gunther answers Brock Lesnar's open challenge, whatever that means. Or maybe it's one of the newer guys. It's hard to say, but I at this moment, I don't see a clear, like, this is where they're going with Gunther for Mania. And that kind of bugs me.
Yeah. At this point in time, we should know what direction Gunther is going to be going for me. Because you got to have Gunther at Mania, right?
Oh, there's no question. He ended Goldberg's career, ended John Cena, ended AJ Styles. Like, we have to, yes, and from what I'm hearing on the internet, and on the internets, as some people say, he is the top rated wrestler in 2K, which
is he really?
Early release came out today. I didn't do that. I'm going to wait for my son's birthday next week to give that to him. But yeah, that's what I heard. Heard he was like a 96 or 97.
Wow. Yeah, when you're the
legend killer, well deserved.
Yeah. Absolutely. I don't think anybody would argue that. Yeah. I think what people, and this is where, Triple H is getting a lot of heat, and what the F is going on? Where are we at with everything?
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't seem like, and who are we, right? We're just two guys talking about wrestling. Like, we're not the ones running the business. And I understand after watching Unreal, there is a whole timeline to this thing.
Yeah.
And I get it. We need to be patient. But at the same time, like, Gunther ain't getting no younger, and I think it's time to, he earned it. Look where he's at. You talk about him being the alleged top rated player. I'm going to say a 98, probably high 90s.
Mm-hmm.
And we don't know what he's doing for WrestleMania.
Yeah. And we had, and to be fair, we essentially are just under 2 months away from Mania because it's the end of April. But still, it'd be, selfishly, it would be nice just to know.
Yeah,
so
especially when
start talking shit.
Especially when we got heat on 3 of the matches that are gonna be for both nights, right? Like Punk and Roman got hella heat. I mean, they sold it on Friday night. That's what really sold it. And then we got Steph and Liv. They sold their match. Jade and Rhea now have sold their match with all the back and forth on social media. So
yeah,
WrestleMania is shaping up to be the thing.
Yeah.
And I think
then Randy and whoever he's We got 4 solid matches.
Yeah, I think tonight is gonna solidify what this Cody McIntyre Randy situation looks like.
I'm with you on tonight. I think just Cody wins, and as much as I don't want that, but I just don't think they can headline with Randy Drew. Like, just from a business perspective, when you see all the rumblings of like how bad ticket sales are right now and how they're dropping prices, which, hey, we can keep dropping them and then maybe find a way down to Vegas, right? Yeah, it just doesn't seem like Drew Randy is the main event, right? It feels like it has to be Cody.
Do you think it's a singles match? Because
I think so.
The way Cody lost is the way that Cody won against Sammy, right? And Sammy, there was that dialogue that they had a week ago, or maybe even 2 weeks ago, where Sammy was like really upset. He was like, dude, I could have took advantage of the situation. I didn't. You did. And you stabbed me in the back. You didn't beat me straight up into my face. You really dug low. You went low. Yeah. And that's exactly what happened to Cody Rhodes. And that's the way that Cody lost. Right. Yeah. So I think I think Sammy might be in the mix somewhere with this.
I don't feel it's way too early for us to tell, right? But I feel like we're going to get something, and I think it starts tonight, but I think we're going to get Sammy Trick at Mania.
Ooh.
There's, I don't know if they're squaring off tonight, as they say, or if it's just them in the ring at the same time, but the preview said Sammy and Trick Williams in the same graphic. So that'd be cool. I'd be fine with that. But man, how over Trick is. Like, is Sammy? Are they just going to try to make him, turn? Maybe he's just sick of getting screwed with, and he just turns. And I don't know, but I don't think Sammy's in that main event picture. I mean, potentially it's a 3-way match, but then why wouldn't it be a fatal 4-way with Fatu in there? So I think they keep it more simple. I think they're going to tell the story of Randy trying to get number 15, him and Cody being boys, because they planted that seed a while ago with Randy saying, hey, I'm going to, after I get done with whoever he was wrestling with at the time, I'm blanking. Maybe it was Drew. After I get done with Drew, I'm coming for that title. Remember telling Cody, like, we're boys, but that's what it is. So I think it's those two. Then I think we get Jacob, Drew. Well, I had some other predictions too that we can get to as we go through the rest of the show, because it'll intertwine with some of the stuff that happened on Raw and Chamber. But what do you think of Chamber as a whole? We haven't talked since Chamber. What was your thoughts?
Yeah, Chicago. It was. I mean, Chamber's one of those events where I do look forward to it. I don't know if it's considered. Is Chamber considered a part of the big? What is it? Big Four?
I think it is now.
Rumble, Mania, SummerSlam, and Chamber, right?
Yeah, it used to be Survivor Series, but
yeah, I haven't been impressed. If I remember right, I wasn't impressed with this year's Survivor Series. But Chamber, man, overall, I thought it was a solid C+, maybe B-. Nothing that knocked my socks off. The wrestling was fun, like it was cool, but nothing that really knocked my socks off. I mean, Randy winning was very surprising to me. I don't think any of us we both overlooked Randy winning for sure.
Yeah. I was wearing this shirt that night, so I wore it for the pod. I was like, "Holy shit, he won!" I wore the shirt. All right.
Gunther's probably upset about that. You might get chopped on your way upstairs.
I got my Gunther shirt, but he wasn't in the chamber that night. So
yeah, Rhea winning, I called that. A lot of wardrobe malfunctions that went across the internet. I actually missed the women's event because
it was solid, man.
Your boy was a cheapskate and decided to VPN it, and apparently VPN in the UK isn't good.
Remember when like weeks ago I was like, "Hey, come on over," and you were like, "Nah, we can't." You know what I mean? I don't remember you said something, and then
Tavian was sick, and I was
That's
just like,
right.
and you were like, "Yo, what's the word?" And it was like 2 days before, 3 days before, and I was like, "Hey, I'm just not gonna, I'm just gonna save you the time, and I'm just gonna say, hey, I don't know if this kid's gonna be sick on Saturday or not." And he ended up being good. Went to his homie's house, left me by myself drinking Coors Light.
Steady's son was sick too. Steady's son was sick. No, there was just nobody came over. Just me and my boy watching it. Women's chamber match was really good. I thought it was really good. I thought everyone showed out. I didn't think there was like one that kind of like lacked. Kiana James again looked great. Everyone was good. So I'd like to say, yes, you were right about Rhea winning, but we had no idea that they were losing those tag titles on SmackDown that night. If I would have known that, I would have picked Rhea. I want to make it clear to these people that listen to this podcast and say I was wrong, because when we recorded, Rhea was still the tag champs. Okay, just to put that.
Isn't that the part of predictions? Is that you
no,
can just
no, it's not, because I don't have the information I need to make the proper prediction.
No, that's exactly what you do. That's what a prediction is. If you know for sure, then it's not a prediction. It's a spoiler.
Okay, Paul Heyman. Rhea Jade, is this stuff real? Like
it's feeling real
on the internet with Chelsea Green and Piper Niven, and that all felt very real. So, is it, or are they just finding another way to get us to bite?
Nah, I think it's 100% real. This is not a work. Alba Fire, you are a coward. I haven't seen you speak up for your president. Where you at, Alba Fire? You got Piper Niven over here standing up, saying what's up. She's injured. We don't even know if Piper Niven's going to be able to take a bump ever again, but she's out there. She's letting it be known that she got her girls back. And Jade out here solo dolo, making enemies in the locker room. And now mommy has something. This is the first time we've actually had heat from mommy, like what feels like actual heat.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons why I'm like, okay, is this real? Now I can just full dive in and be like, yep, I'm in regardless, because it's a storyline no matter what. But it's like, if it is real, how do you work through those problems as human beings when you're getting ready to put each other's lives in your hands?
Once that check sells and they see how many viewership tunes in for Jade and Rhea, then they're gonna be like, it worked. It worked. Like,
because if you remember, how did they sell the women's championship match last year? Do you remember at Mania?
Who was the women's championship?
Between Tiffy and Charlotte.
It was all heat. That was low blows.
That's why Kaiser's in my DMs. All that. So I don't know. I'm just saying. I'm not saying, but I'm saying it kind of feels like we're getting something similar to that. Not necessarily. I don't think Jade's going to be like, that's why Buddy Murphy's in my DMs, right? I don't think it's going to go there, but just another like way to look at things. Another way to create a interesting storyline, and like you said, heat around the title match.
I don't know if Rhea has it in her though to be mean, like Jade clearly does. Jade is there, mommy. She has the fans. She is a baby face without even wanting to be a baby face. And I think whatever Rhea, I think if Rhea just plays the, I am her. I am a stand-up person. I fight for my friends. You turn around, you stab your friends in the back. Two of your friends hate you. I'm here for my friends. Where's your people? Ain't nobody speaking up for Jade, right?
Yeah.
You are a loser, and I'm gonna whoop your ass, and I'm gonna take that belt from you.
Damn. I think the interesting thing was it was like Chelsea Green who kind of, instigated it. I'm
so glad she did.
Yeah, me too. But that's the one thing where it feels real, right? Like her and Piper Niven getting involved is like, what the hell? Like, if we're telling a story, they don't need to be like, Chelsea's a heel. We don't need that. You know what I mean? So very interesting, but I'm excited to see it play out through the next, like we said, month and a half, 2 months.
This is the greatest move for Chelsea Green right now. You're injured. We don't know when you're going to pop back up. And you got the internet already talking because of what Michael Hayes said. The internet already is behind you. yo, put your name in here because now this is gonna this movement, this moment right here, this chess piece that Chelsea Green is moving is bumping her up from mid card to that top spot.
And I think we get a Chelsea Tiffy thing. They're kind of alluding to that too at some point.
And I'm here for it. Hey, give us SummerSlam. I'm fine with that. We know that Chelsea can wrestle. We know that she got a mouthpiece and she could work the mic. We know that now she has the internet behind her. Her husband, I'm pretty sure, gave her a lot of advice on how to capitalize on this whole Michael Hayes thing. And let's do it. You know, now it's go time. Push the red button. She pushed the red button, got the internet talking, you know.
Yeah.
Shake it up and weed out the snakes. Let's do it.
Yeah. I'm with it. What else we got from Chamber? Punk winning, good match, solid match. There was never a question of him not winning.
Rewind. No, you got to talk about that intro.
Oh yeah, there you go. I'll clear out. Go ahead.
Oh my goodness. I got the chills just thinking about this. So if you are a 80s, 90s baby, you know the Chicago Bulls starting five lineup, the iconic, who was it? What was that? Orchestra? What's the song?
Hold on.
It's like Jim Johnson or something.
No, Jim Johnson.
but it's the classic. It's the classic intro to the Chicago Bulls.
Alan Parsons Project. Sorry.
Alan Parsons Project. Classic. NBC. You're watching it with your family, and you get to see Shooting Guard from North Carolina. You know, that intro. We get that in Chicago with CM Punk. I think they kind of waited a little bit too long for the beat to drop.
A little bit. Yeah,
but overall, man, just know if you are a product of that era, you felt something. And I can only imagine what it felt like inside the building. I talked to Pop Out Aiden, who was there in attendance, and he said it was the greatest CM Punk intro ever.
Yeah. Yeah, it was amazing. And that, like you said, I mean, I was enthralled, as I still am, but as a kid into basketball. And so that intro for the Chicago Bulls was just like, it's an all-timer. So when they did that, it was like, oh shit. Even if you had like a small like in your heart or your head, you're like, you know, maybe there's like a 3% chance that something happens and Finn gets this. When you heard that, it was like, there ain't no way in hell Finn is winning.
Nope, there wasn't.
A snowball chance in hell that Finn gets this title.
Solid match though. Like I think amazing, I picked that one as match of the night, I believe. I picked that as match of the night. I really enjoyed that. Yeah. The two of them giving us what they gave us.
Yeah, I'm with you. It was a really good match. I feel like we're going Finn Dominic now after what happened on Raw. So I guess we could jump to that and then jump back to Chamber. We can just bounce all over since it's been a while. The Penta, shout out to Penta winning the Intercontinental title. But yeah, you see the turn of Finn not really wanting to help, saying, oh no, he wants to do it by himself. Dom wants to do it by himself. And then Penta getting that title, which is, I'd love for like a triple threat for that title at Mania with Dom, Penta, and Finn. I think that'd be a lot of fun.
Oh, it'll be a really fun match.
Yeah.
Do you obviously we kind of seen the writing on the wall before that match even happened with Dom being cursed by Danhausen.
Oh, so good.
Really good spot, right?
Yeah.
The Judgment Day kind of brushing off this new guy that's in the back, and Pierce is like, yo, like, hey, meet this guy.
The list of demands was cracking me up. That whole thing with that 2 minutes was great.
He's like, why is it all wet?
Dropped it in the toilet.
It's great. I was telling Wifey, I was like, Danhausen is kind of like the spot of what R-Truth is, right? The comic relief, kind of a weirdo. He wrestles here and there, but I was telling her, I was like, I hope this doesn't mean we don't get less of Truth in the back, you know?
Yeah, I'd love the interactions between the two of them.
That's what I was just about to say.
Yeah, I mean, because Danhausen's on SmackDown tonight, from what the preview shows. So I don't know. Because to me it feels like, why don't you have one on Raw? Why don't you have one on SmackDown? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But the interactions between the two will be great because they're both super funny. So I'm excited for that. But I did love the curse on Dom. Then he disappears, and because they could eat off that for a while too. Like they could be, Dom not believing in it and then being like, okay, he starts like seeing things or, tripping or just random shit. And then like, please, Danhausen, take the curse off me. Stuff like that would be hilarious.
Loses his girl. Who does Dom walk in on with Liv? Because that's got to happen. She got to break his heart, right?
Danhausen? No. Man, I don't know.
Would it be JD? Would it be somebody close to Dom? Could it be a Ray? Like not like in a romantic way, but in like a
maybe something with Finn. Maybe it's like a weird. I don't know.
Remember, there was the hotel key. What if there's a callback to that?
Yeah. I don't know if I want that though. I kind of like them as like, I mean, I don't want Dom to be the next Johnny Gargano storyline where he's just depressed. But like, I'd love some like, he's just down on his luck. You know what I mean? Trying to get that curse off of him.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Liv's getting prepared for like the one of her biggest matches ever. And but the Danhausen, man, they booed the shit out of him in Chicago, and I felt awful. It's like, damn, that sucks, but
we called it though. We called it. You said Danhausen. I said everybody's gonna go, who? Like nobody's gonna want that. Not for that spot. Save that for Raw.
Yeah.
Or SmackDown.
Yes. Or do it at the very beginning of the show. Because what they did is they did it right before the men's chamber, which then led you to be like, this is going to be someone big. And I loved how Pierce, how the two GMs just like were like, boop, open, bye.
Yeah, like they knew it was bad. Even I think it was Michael Cole that was just like, all right.
Yeah, but I liked it. I mean, it's goofy, you know what I mean? And he obviously proved for that 2 minutes that he was on Raw, Stone Cold. Oh, okay, Adam Pearce, the glasses. Okay, I get it. And I think a lot of people missed that because people were like cheering when they saw him and didn't hear that little line, which was super funny. So, yeah, I'm with it, and I'm with the storyline, him kind of going in and out of the Judgment Day, Dom freaking out, trying to get the curse off him, leading up to Mania, do that triple threat. I think it'll be solid.
What do you think about Penta holding the Intercontinental Championship right now?
I think it's great because, number one, he's, one of the most popular wrestlers, and also popular from like not just in the United States perspective. Like he's loved all over the place. So I think it's very cool. And he's obviously earned it. I would have imagined it would have came a little bit earlier if it wasn't for the injuries that he's had. But yeah, I'm with it. I love Penta as much as I love Dom. I don't think Dom has to have that IC title to be super entertaining, nor does Penta, but with Penta, it just creates a whole other level for him.
Is there somebody that you would like to see target Penta right now to try to get that belt?
I think leading up to Mania, we just stick with Dom and Finn. Like, I think those are two really great dance partners. Have him go over at Mania and keep it, right? And then after that, we can kind of figure out who that next person is. But as it stands right now, I think just have them. The story's already there, So just keep rolling with it.
I'm not mad at it. A lot of people, you talk about the internets. A lot of people are really bagging on LA Knight for his mishap on the top rope again.
Yeah, that's. I can't do it, so I can't talk shit. But yeah, that was like, ooh. But then he just came down and hit was it an elbow that he hit or a kick?
Yeah.
I don't remember.
It was an elbow.
Yeah, which it sucks because I mean, we know LA Knight can do that.
Yeah.
We know how athletic he is, and sometimes shit happens. But that was just like a bad time for that to happen.
Oh yeah, it's the worst, man. When things don't land and you know that it's gonna be a great spot, because that would have been awesome if he landed that big elbow.
Mm-hmm.
But this is a spot that LA Knight has missed several times.
Yeah, so maybe he just starts to retire that specific spot.
That's a scary move. Think about jumping from the second rope, and you're not facing, like, you're facing inside the ring. You're not facing
exactly
the audience.
Yeah,
I don't know. It just seems
I
like
dare anyone who was talking shit about him missing that spot just to like go outside and walk 15 feet backwards and just not look.
Yeah,
just just try it, or try to jump up on your couch backwards, right?
Yeah. One thing that bugged me about Chamber though was, and you called this out, was how long the entrances were. It was super long.
You know who called that out was Baby Dusty. My son was like, "Why are they still coming out?" And we're sitting there like, I'm like, I don't know, man. This is taking a very long time, like a stupid amount of time. We watched the very first Chamber yesterday, and I think you and I rewatched that last year, maybe around this time. But it wasn't like that then. But I'll be damned if it wasn't felt like 20 minutes were the intros for the Chamber.
Was the very first one? Was that Biker Short Triple H?
No, he had trunks on, but it was Hunter, Shawn Michaels, Chris Jericho, Kane. I'm forgetting somebody, obviously. I don't remember the other ones. But yeah, and that was at a Survivor Series, so like it wasn't like Elimination Chamber pay-per-view. It was a Survivor Series. I want to talk for a second about hoodies, black hoodies, and how I loathe them, and how I've said multiple times that they need to be retired. It was cool. I don't know. Is it cool that Seth is back for this particular moment? Like screwing Logan Paul out of winning? I don't know. I mean, I think we could have just had some other rando mask guy do it, but I understand you have to set Seth up for Mania. But Logan Paul isn't what I want to see. Like, I don't want to see that. They've already done that. I saw that live, actually, in person in LA. Great match, but that's not what we're here for. So maybe this evolves into like maybe Breakker comes back and we get Seth Breakker, but I don't want Paul Rollins. And I know like it's kind of out of some people's hands with the injuries that have happened, but my hope is that we get Breakker back before Mania, and that's the match.
See,
I'd rather see Paul and Theory go for like the tag titles or something, because Jay's not injured. He's fine. He bounced right back on Monday. And what the fuck was that? They couldn't even give him a week.
Yeah, and that's exactly what I was gonna say. I didn't see Paul Rollins. I see Paul Theory versus the Usos. That's what I see at Mania.
Yeah, I hope so.
But again,
if Breakker's not back, then you have to have Seth in it, right?
What's Breakker's injury anyway? Is it a lower back issue or what?
No, it was he had hernia surgery.
Oh, okay.
So he had a hernia and had surgery. I don't know how serious the hernia was or what that timeline looks like, but it's been about a month, right?
Yeah.
So I'd imagine he might be back. I don't know.
Hernia is all core, isn't it? You don't want to have another one.
It depends. Yeah. Let's see.
Trying to lift somebody up.
How? And especially when he's doing this shit, his facials, you know what I mean? That caused a hernia right there. How long is hernia? I'm getting IT on this, by the way.
I knew a kid in school that had one. He lived with one. It looked like literally like a large jelly bean hanging out of his damn belly button.
Yeah. I've seen some gnarly ones too. 4 to 6 weeks for full recovery. So Breakker could very well be back.
Oh,
so I hope he is, because that's what everyone wants. Nobody wants Paul, Rollins, and I think they kind of planted that seed Monday night with the Usos and the Vision. Again, like, we can't have Jay out 1 week. Like, he was legitimately beat up, thrown into a goddamn ambulance on Friday. Could not wrestle Saturday. Came out Monday. He had crutches, but he was obviously fine the way he was moving. So it's like, just give it a week. What's the point of bringing him back right now? You 1000% could have brought him back next week.
Why was Jacob the one that left with him though? Like,
yeah, that was weird too, huh?
I was so confused. I mean, I guess they're cool now, or what?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just weird.
So it had to be, like, for storyline purposes, it had to be Logan Paul in theory who jumped him, or who do you think it was?
Oh no, we still don't know who jumped Jacob.
No, he did. Jacob did say it was Drew, and he said it. Well, no, Drew didn't. Why would Drew say it?
Well, how do we know? Wasn't he?
I mean, if someone kicks in your teeth, I think you're going to know who did it. That's all I'm going to say. Maybe I'm wrong. But Jacob said it on Friday.
Okay. All right.
Right. And so he said it so nonchalantly, because you and I have talked about this, where it's like, when the hell who jumped him, and how do we know? Because they've never said it. But Friday they were just like, he did it to me. Now he did. And it's like, oh, okay.
That was the confirmation. All right.
Yeah. Just a quick, So now we're going to have a whodunit. Feels like a lot of recycling, which I know WWE gets shit for. Like I said, the black hoodie. I sent you that reel. I was talking to my guy Matt at Rumble Boxing, one of my trainers there, about Chamber. He's like, "How'd you feel about it?" I was like, "I like it, blah blah." I'm like, "But I'm so sick of the black hoodies. I talk about this all the time." Found a video that day that just popped up saying 20 black hoodies. Like, oh, it's Jey Uso. It's blah blah blah. 20 in the last 2 years.
Jeez,
it's too many.
Wow, that leaves 4 months without black hoodies.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Yeah, but anyway, I don't remember where I was going with any of this. I'm just rambling at this point. But
annoying black hoodies. What did you think about AJ Lee getting the title off of the Man?
I thought it was surprising, and now it pretty much confirmed she's going to be at least full time until Mania, right? I liked how she just kind of left it open. Actually, let me be clear. I thought it was cool that, okay, she can wrestle these people that she said she wanted to wrestle. People can, but I don't want, like, it's such to me, it's so lazy to be like, it's an open challenge. Like, especially with like the US title. I know that's kind of like a legacy thing from when Cena had it, but just like start to tell like a real story. I don't know. Seems like, I know Road Dogg left or got fired or whatever, but it just kind of seems like that writing room is just, they're focused on a small amount of things and everything else just like an open challenge. Like, maybe they truly don't know what the fuck they're going to do with Brock Lesnar. So that's why they just said, hey, these are the dates he's going to be there.
Well, I definitely think this is a way to get the belt on Bayley, or get Bayley back into the mix.
Yeah, Bayley. I mean, she's going to have matches with everybody, which is going to be dope. To me, like, I've never been the biggest like AJ Lee guy fan, but to me, it's like, it's cool for those people who were, and also those wrestlers who looked up to her that now can wrestle her. I think that's a pretty fun. Mm-hmm. But in the women's division, going along with AJ Lee, like, there's two women who made a huge statement like a month and a half ago, and I don't know where the hell they're at. Like, do you know where the Bella Twins are? Because they came out, talked about tag team, they're going to go after the title, and like, I had it in my note from Monday when AJ Lee was talking, because that's like her era. Bella's her, and I'm like, where the fuck are the Bella Twins?
They don't want.
There's been problems. Nothing.
They don't want those problems with Nia and Lash. I'll tell you that.
But they're not even like, there's nothing. And then Nia and Lash just got the titles, but
yeah, the Bella Twins are just off TV, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, weird because they made a big thing about it.
Sure
that was the
did.
biggest pop in what was it? Where was it? Rumble? Yeah.
Yeah, with
Biggest
Brie.
pop for the Rumble. Yeah. What the
Yeah,
fuck?
but I don't know. They came out. They talked spicy. They didn't get
Yeah.
much love, but I don't
Again,
know.
it just maybe I know there's disagreements and things and in everything, business, life, relationships, blah blah blah. But doesn't it just seem like the past couple of years there's been a lot of WWE stuff where it's been like this is supposed to happen and then it just falls off.
Yeah, it started with
Not just due to injury either. Like injury is one thing. You can't if someone gets injured, okay, what are you supposed to do? But like you think about back to Travis Scott and Rock,
exactly.
the John Cena thing, the soul, what did Rock give? Like there's that. There's this Bella stuff. There's like, I mean, I guess it's still a potential, but like the Chris Jericho thing, like, I don't know. There's just a lot of loose ends that are just like get dropped, and it kind of seems like, oh, look over there, squirrel. You know what I'm saying?
Do you think that you got me on Rock, man? Because you were talking about AJ Lee and the past people that get this chance to wrestle her now.
Yeah.
Are we ever? Do you think we ever get Rocky Roman?
No, I don't think so.
And another follow up question to that is, do you think Rocky's sick? Because after the Machine movie, it seemed like there was some allegations of Rocky not doing so well with his health.
I don't think so because I still follow The Rock on social media because he's one of my favorite pro wrestlers ever. Very motivational human being, and he looks fine now. I know after that there was times where he was out and it looked a little off, but he looked off compared to what he had been looking like, I should say, right?
Yeah.
Like there were times in the past where The Rock was like legitimately thinner, not as big, like when he came back to WWE, I want to say it was like the feud with Hogan where I didn't necessarily watch, but he was thinner then. Like he was a much more slim, cut down Rock. But no, I think he's fine. But I also don't think he's coming back for one reason or the other. Also, one of the reasons he made just a shit ton of money from the TKO thing, and why would you put your body through something that you don't have to?
I gotta tell you, Love Rock hated that Smashing Machine movie.
I think I told you because I think I watched it before you, and the first 45 minutes I was like, oh boy, this is a rough watch. It's rough. It's not good. But then I thought it got okay. Like I feel like he brought it back around and he like did much better the second half of the film. And who knows when they shot what? It could have been, movies are often shot out of sequence, but I feel like that second half he was just like he was better. Better acting wise.
I liked Batista's movie with Jason Momoa better. That was fun.
I haven't watched it. I have seen that pop up.
Oh, it's good. I liked it. It was fun. And I hope they do a sequel.
Man, I'm just looking for a good scary movie, bro. I know Scream came out. I'm hearing all kinds of shit about that.
Go watch it. Please go watch it because I want your feedback on it. Go watch it.
Black Phone 2 had me snoozing.
Oh, garbage.
Like I didn't even finish it.
Did you watch The Woman in the Yard yet?
Oh, no. That's on Peacock. That one slipped by me.
Yes, save your time. Actually, I want to hear what you think about it too.
No, I think I will watch it. I think I will. But yeah, anyways, we're getting off topic. Yeah, horror films need to step it up. New Exorcist is later this year, I think. So hopefully that's good. Anyway, back to wrestling. What else? What else are we missing? Listen to the. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say I did want to touch on. We touched on Rollins, right? Being back, we touched on that. Okay.
One thing a question for you. Do you think all these guys that have the students of Seth, are they just going to kind of be his new clique? Because if so, how are we supposed to give a shit about these guys? Or was it just he sent them, now he's sending them back to school? Like what was it? Because those are big spots for guys that no one's ever seen or heard of.
Bro, I think they're doing a huge audible on so many things, and Rollins being the stand-up dude that he is, that honestly I don't think Punk did for him. It feels like he's doing for his students, where it's like, yo, we have half of our vision team out. Look, writing room. We're gonna do the black mask thing. Let's put the mask on my guys.
Yeah.
They get their face out there. I don't think this is a long-term thing though. I don't think maybe some quick hits, maybe for because Rollins gonna need some help. If it's just him and he's and the Vision's still doing their thing and it's him versus the Vision, you got to think too. Like he put hands on Paul Heyman. Paul Heyman has who? Brock Lesnar. So it's like Rollins is gonna need some help.
I didn't think about that. Rollins, Lesnar would be fun. They've had some great matches in the past.
Yeah, but I mean, is that part of the challenge?
Well, again, is it an open challenge? Is it like come down and wrestle Brock on these shows? The way it seems to me is that it's you can challenge Brock for a Mania match, and these are the dates he's going to be there. So if you're going to challenge him, be prepared to do it at this time. I didn't take it as he's going to wrestle all those dates. It's Brock Lesnar, bro. He don't do that.
It was only 5 dates.
Yeah, exactly.
I think it was.
He doesn't do that anymore. The 13th was the next, or not 13th. Was it the 13th? Let's see. Let me look that up.
The last time what?
No. The 13th was the next date, which wouldn't make sense because that's SmackDown, and I don't think unless he's going to peruse over there.
I think he could.
Well, he could go anywhere.
Oba's over
16th. 16th. So it's all Raw. 16th. Wait. March 16th, March 26th. That's a Thursday. April 6th. That makes sense.
Monday's got to be Sheamus. It's St. Patrick's Day.
The 16th?
Yeah, the 17th is St. Patrick's Day. So it's got to be Sheamus. Sheamus been off TV. Yeah, give me Sheamus, Brock Lesnar.
I mean, it'd be fun. Why? I'm very confused about that 26th in Boston.
Of March?
Yeah. 26th
Thursday. Is it a taping?
Why would they? I don't know. Interesting. Should we read what the dirt sheet says for this? Let me see if I can scroll through without 7,000 different pop-ups.
You're definitely going to get some type of virus on your computer.
It's on my phone. phone.
Yo, speaking of phones, have you seen that new Samsung that's coming out? Did I send you that?
Mm-hmm. You did.
Looks fire.
I can't leave iPhone, bro. I can't.
Me either. But hey, it's pretty cool.
This dirt sheet has nothing. It's saying possibly LA Knight, possibly Obafemi. With no clear answer. Thanks, dirt sheet. Thanks, WrestlingWorld.com.
Hey, Wonder. While we are winding down the show, I did have a question for you. You know, with Penta winning the Intercontinental title, things moving and shaking. You got Danhausen that came over. A lot of guys that have either went to WWE and then left and went to AEW and then came back. Regardless on how they got back or got to the WWE, what is your thoughts on AEW recent transplants over to WWE? Who has made the biggest impact? Who made the jump and it made sense? And who made the jump and it hasn't made sense for them yet?
I mean, the biggest impact of the past couple of years is Punk, without a doubt. Like, there's no question it's Punk. Penta's been huge. Those two were in the lead, but I would say Punk has it, main eventing Raw all the time. Champion, has been champion for a while, going into Mania against Roman, we briefly touched on it, but the end of Raw where he said he's going to bury him by his father, that's whoa. It's a lot.
Is that something? Well, I want to stay there just for a second. Is that something that you feel like Roman was okay with? Do you think he got approval for that, or do you think that was a straight shoot?
No, I think he'd have to be okay with it. If he wasn't, I think that the whole situation changes and we get, the Punk that I thought was coming to WWE, just pissing people off and getting fired or quitting. But he had to be okay with it. There's no way in hell. And I don't think Punk is like a heartless human being, excuse me, by any means. And he's also, an adult. And so, yeah, there's no way that wasn't planned. No way in hell. Even if the next season of Unreal tells us it wasn't, there's no way. I loved the reaction from Zilla though. That was dope.
He's the knucklehead cousin that's gonna pop off no matter what.
Yeah, he is that one cousin in the family where you're like, you have like you were in high school and you had issues with one guy. But then you find out his cousin is just, been in and out of juvie and is just off his rocker. And you're like, shit, he's home right now? I thought he was away.
David.
Yeah. Damn.
Do you think Roman on Monday, do you think he gives Phil a dog collar? Do you think Roman goes super low with Larry?
Maybe. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Is Roman scheduled for the next Raw though, is the thing?
I mean, it's WrestleMania. It's his road to WrestleMania. He better.
I know, but he's not at all of them. That's the thing. I mean, maybe he does that. I feel like the Larry. Well, no, I guess not, since Larry has died. That would be the other thing. Because I was like, the Larry thing's kind of been done with Drew, but maybe that's a potential. But
I might be. You might bear me.
It doesn't hit harder than your father. It doesn't hit like.
It does to him. Think about all the pet lovers. Here's the thing. You don't got a dog. You don't got a dog.
But I love dogs. I had a dog and I loved her to death. Okay. But you got to put things in perspective too. Okay.
Bro, there are people out there that will marry their dog. There's people out there that love their dog like their own kid. You know what I mean?
People out there that think they're dogs.
Exactly. Little furries. You know what I mean? I think that there is a soft spot, especially for Punk. I mean, he flipped out about a bracelet. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. I think Roman, if Roman really wanted to, yeah, you told me that you're going to bury me next to my pops. I'm going to bury you on top of your dog.
Yeah. Yeah, that could, I mean, it's a very easy rebuttal, for Roman, but it's not the level though. It's not on that level of your father, especially, what was it, last year that his dad died? Or was it end of 24?
I think it was 24. I think it was 2 years ago.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So I don't know. I mean, I don't. There's going to be a lot of these where we're just talking to each other. I hope we get some kind of like tag match, right? Roman and someone against Punk and someone just prior to Mania. And we don't even need a winner. We don't need any of that shit. I just want to see them actually wrestle. Because we see Punk wrestle all the time.
Yeah.
But, and I know Roman is an attraction. And a lot of people, especially like back in the days of Vince, you don't put your champion on all the time. You don't put your number one guy out there all the time to wrestle. Or they just kind of, maybe there's some matches and they kind of screw each other over in those matches. Like not necessarily against each other, but, come in to interrupt. But I think I'm good on having multiple talk shit sessions back and forth. Again, because we are a month and a half, 2 months away from, it'll be here tomorrow, which is crazy. Like, but in the sense of watching this show and like having to talk about it every week, I don't need another 5 of those.
Who did win that conversation between each other, that banter last week? Or this week, I should say.
Probably. I don't know. It's hard because like it ended with Punk saying what he said, and that's what's going to stick in a lot of people's minds, right? Because that's like, you go back to like rap beefs, battle raps, Biggie and Pac. That's why I fucked your bitch, you fat motherfucker. You're gonna have to bleep all that. Sorry about that, Dre. For when we clip that out. Jay-Z and Nas, all of these, and it's generally like the line that hits the hardest for most people is like, oh, that person won that, right? So like that line of him, I'm going to bury you next to your father. It's like, oh shit. But I think in total, I feel like Roman probably got the best of it because Punk was saying, you know, you're here because of me. And it's like, ugh, I don't think that's the case. Like he's there because you're the champion.
Adjacent.
Right,
it was adjacent because the Shield was for Punk, right? But Punk didn't want Roman.
Yes, but I meant more so like right now he's there because he's the champion and he's going to wrestle him. It's not, but like I said before, when Roman won and got this chance, it's like he didn't need to win.
Yeah,
Roman can be in the main event no matter what. You know what I mean? So it's like, I don't know, but I feel like Roman probably had, like, if this is a boxing match, he landed the most punches, right? Punk may have had like the best power punch, but I'll say Roman won that back and forth. But it was good. I mean, Punk can go with anybody, and now Roman. I mean, the past couple of years or whatever, Roman's gotten better on his mic skills. I still don't think he's great by any means because sometimes he's not believable to me. But I think Roman won.
He stumbled a couple times. I gave it to Punk.
Yeah.
He stumbled on.
But you're just such a casual, you know what I'm saying? Like, give it. You're like, I think Nas said H to the Omo, and that made me. He said Tybo Ho. Yeah, Nas won the battle. Okay, well,
no, Nas did not win the battle.
Yeah, you're right. Okay, so we've made that clear. Jay-Z won.
Yeah, of course. Just like Cannabis beat LL.
Second round knockout was the best record. But what followed was not good. And I think LL's longevity of taking shots at cannabis. No, taking shots at cannabis outlasted it. So,
of course. I mean, we only know Cannabis for one record, and that's okay.
Yeah.
It was the record.
Yeah.
All right. I want to go back to, before we wrap this thing up, we're coming up on an hour. Yeah. Go back to the AEW question. You gave me who has transferred over to the WWE and who has grown the most and who has had the most impact. On the flip side, who made the jump and probably shouldn't have?
I don't know if he shouldn't have, but there hasn't been a lot done with them up until maybe right now. And that's Rusev. Because I feel like we had him in a IC title picture for a minute. That was like a triple threat thing. But the stuff with Oba, I'm pretty excited for. And I hope it isn't just a squash. I hope it isn't a squash because they let Rusev get some offense in on that little interaction they had. So I hope that this match is actually like a good back and forth. Oba's going to win, right? But I would say it had to be Rusev because like what sticks out with him? Him yelling at the kid was funny in Salt Lake. That was hilarious.
That kid got scared.
Scared the shit out of that kid. But like from a storyline perspective, it's like, not a lot.
I would agree with that. I think Mariah May has been good on NXT, even though she made a mistake. Ricky Saints is moving; he's making some noise. I agree with you 100%. I think Rusev just, which is crazy because there's not a lot of big guys currently on the main roster, and Rusev's a big guy, and hopefully they use him and he makes a statement with this Oba match. Take advantage, Rusev. Take advantage. But Oba popping him up and throwing him, I love that move. I don't know what you call that move, but I love it.
Pop up, not a choke slam, but a pop up something. Prior to his departure, I would have said Andrade, but he's back in AEW again.
Yeah, true. Yeah. House of Glory has who is it? Is it Zilla? Zilla and is he fighting Corbin? Is that who it was?
Whatever his new name is, yeah.
Or
maybe it's his real name.
Yeah. But he's going by something else now. But that match, I think it was Zilla, wasn't it?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay, yeah. That was a match I seen get highlighted and I was like, ooh, that kind of makes me interested. And actually
Corbin's good, dude. That's another guy that they kind of fumbled. Even though he was involved in so many things in WWE, it feels like he could have been bigger.
I liked because I didn't watch him when he was a world champion at one point, right?
I don't remember him ever being a world champ. No.
Or he was up.
He had the
there,
Money in the Bank, maybe. He was always involved in stuff. That's what I'm saying. He was always involved. And then he went through like Happy Corbin or Rich Corbin or whatever there, and Sad Corbin. Like he had a bunch of, when he first came in, he was just kind of like this big, like destroyer type.
Yeah.
When he had the hair he was losing his hair. And I can empathize. I've been there in the past. He's trying to hold on to it. He had the long hair. It didn't look good. And then he shaved it and was like, oh, okay, there you go. Perfect. But yeah, anyways.
I liked him with Apollo Crews this last little run that he did. I liked their tag team. I thought they had some really solid matches, but
I'll be honest, I don't even remember that. And you know how much I watch, so
damn.
Was it on like Main Event? I don't remember any of those matches.
Yeah. Oh, we don't have a PLE this month. Do we get is it a Saturday night's main event?
Must be, huh?
Let's see. It has to be, right?
Check with IT again. There has to be.
The next PLE is Mania. So we have to be getting Vengeance is NXT.
Let's see.
Holy smokes, we don't got nothing this month.
Yeah, it's got to be a set. Let's see. Let's see what we got. Checking events. Okay, we don't need to be doing all that. Maybe there isn't one. Upcoming Saturday night's main event. Because it didn't have it on the go-to, which is the Wikipedia page. No. It says May is what they're targeting for the next one.
Wow.
So we have nothing in March. Wow. But the NCAA tournament's starting, so, I might not even be watching some wrestling.
I mean,
very true for the first Monday of the tournament.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah.
All right. What? Let's jump over to. Are you cool with Wrestler of the Week? I think there's only one answer.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead. Mm-hmm. That's right. You can't see it if you're audio only. He's doing the cero miedo.
Yes.
Hand sign.
Nothing against AJ Lee. Have you seen baby Kodak Black? Have you seen little Kodak?
Little Kodak?
Yeah. Have you seen this kid? He looks like Kodak Black. You never seen this kid? Oh
God, poor thing.
I'm gonna send you a video. He goes, hey. I'll send you the video, but that's what I was gonna say. No offense to any of the AJ Lee fans out there. Hey, it's okay. No bias. It's just I think Penta has put in a lot of work, and I just think that it was a better match, Dom and Penta versus Becky and AJ. Those were my two choices. And there's a conspiracy out there that I don't support women wrestlers, and that was
conspiracy. It's a fact. It's not a spoiler. It's a fact.
Whatever. But I would have given it to AJ Lee if Penta didn't win, but Penta won. So I'm gonna give that Wrestler of the Week to Mr. Cero Miedo.
Yeah. Yep. I'm with you right there. Same thing. Excited for what leads up to Mania with Penta, with Dom, with whomever. I think it's going to be fun. And Penta's just came in red hot, stayed red hot, even through his injury, which we thought he was going to be gone for a while. And then he was back like 2 weeks later, you know what I mean? Which was wild. So,
I mean, he probably should be taking some time. I mean, look at his bicep.
It's true.
Like if you're Bronson Reed and you're Penta and you guys are riding the elevator together, like, does Reed have to like tuck his tail a little bit?
Maybe, you know what I mean? He just like Penta's making fun of him. I don't know, man. I don't know how you could tear your bicep and not get that fixed. Like,
that boy has a hole in his bicep.
Yeah, that's wild. That's wild. I need to listen to my King Gunther on the Cody Rhodes podcast. I haven't listened to that. So what do you want to talk about?
Solid conversation.
Yeah, I'm excited for that. Any other loose ends I'm trying to think of? What are we?
I do got
your heart out. You got a heart out. You got
No. I don't got a heart out. I just want to shout out Devotion Championship Wrestling. Kids Camp is back April 4th. Saturday, April 4th. So if you want to go, they upped the price. I just noticed that.
70.
Hold on. I see you, Manny Lemons. I see you upping the price up to.
But you get 2 free tickets. You get 2 free tickets to the show.
Hey, it ain't free if you guys up the charge by $20. All right.
Damn.
That ain't free. All right.
Well, when you sent it to me, I said, "Oh, okay." But then I saw the 2 free tickets. I was like, "Okay." Yeah, we can talk about that off air.
Insert baby Kodak. Hey. Devotion Championship Wrestling Spring Kids Camp Saturday, and it's only one day. What are we doing? Hold on. What are we doing here?
Okay.
More money. One day. What? Hold on. What?
You are. They got to pay for Big Buddha somehow. Shit. What time is it on the 4th?
Game time. Oh, my bad. 4 to 6.
Oh, 4 to 6. Okay. I have some stuff earlier that day, but might be able to make that.
I like how you just preemptively. Is it preemptively? No, not preemptively. It's
What are you trying to say?
Like you are projecting that you're not going to be going. Like,
no, I do have stuff earlier in the day. I said, but it's earlier, like 11 to 2ish.
Yeah.
I'll show you. I'll show you after we get off this. I don't want to be putting people's business out there, but I do have something that day. Okay.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Hey. All right. If you want, did you have anything else?
I don't know. I was gonna ask where the hell Roxanne Perez is. We'll save that for next week. Go ahead.
Manny Lemons got me hot over here, man. I'm over here sweating.
And there you are. You're listening.
All right. All right. Follow us at Figure4 pod on Instagram, YouTube, all that good stuff. And if you, I was gonna say, if you want to be a guest on the show, but don't be a guest on the show. I do want to get Pop Out Aiden on to tell us about his Chicago experience. So maybe
we got to interview Big Country. When are we doing that?
Yes. I'll follow up with him and figure out a time. Big Country, Dan the Man, Piretta.
A lot of guys. Got to get that going.
All right. I will be at where will I be at this weekend? Oh, I'm at Fierce Fighting Championship 10-year anniversary this Saturday. Doors open at 4:00. Fight start at 5. Main event, Mr. Mike Jones.
Who?
Mike Jones. Yep. He'll be fighting a very veteran fighter, Antonio Lopez. The guy has damn near 100 fights. Veteran guy. And then on the co-main event, Mauro Gutierrez. He'll be fighting a guy, Christopher. I forget his last name. But that one's for the 125 belt. So that's going to be a lot of fun as well. I will also, after that, I'll be at a bar named Sue, 8136 South State Street for
gang.
UFC 327, I believe. So
biggest card ever. Biggest card they've ever had.
I'll be DJing. So come on out.
And that's Saturday for those. Just
is.
to reiterate. Yeah. Cool, man. I got nothing. I'm just enjoying life. I mean, I'm on this weight loss journey, Dre. I'll update the people. I've lost almost exactly 7 pounds as of this morning in the last 3 weeks. So let's get it. Trying to bring sexy back. # Justin Timberlake this summer. Okay. So by June, I'm trying to lose 20. I might be able to stretch it to 25 pounds, but just when you add a lot of muscle, though, muscle weighs more than fat, so they say. So the scale might not show it, but tell you what, once I'm out here, wifey approved, Thirst Trap Thursdays on the Figure4 podcast Instagram. So stay tuned for that. We got to up our late, huh?
Did your wife ever call you her little white milk dud?
No.
And then rub your head?
Calls me other things. Never that.
All right. Follow us, all that good stuff. We out.
Oh.
Hey.
Hey.